I don't take days off, do I? When my number is called, I don't take plays off, do I? I'ma always give you 20 and 10, no matter how much you wanna pretend that I ain't clutch with it. I don't do the load management, maybe I can handle it. When the heat is on, I can manage it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Others Receiving Votes podcast, sponsored by M-Glow. I'm your host, Loren Woods, a.k.a. Big Low. Welcome to the Friday Inferno. And I couldn't wait, actually, to get on this podcast because, I want to send a big shout out to two of my guys that's in my agency. Two future ballers. I mean, they're ballers now, and they're going to definitely have great careers, in my opinion. Nick Brown from Florida and my boy Ryan Lawrence from New Jersey. I mean, I got a chance to finally meet them because, I'll give you a little bit of background on both of them, actually. Nick was in a contest that M-Glow ran, that basically paid for, a college player that's graduating or leaving school a chance to win an exposure camp experience. And he won the contest, and I had been in contact with him all the way up through and till I met him. But just meeting him and everything, it was great to see him and to actually put the face with the person. And Nick is a great guy, and then my boy Ryan Lawrence and his dad Rob Lawrence. Shout out to my boy Rob Lawrence. Two great individuals, great family, and Mama Lawrence. I didn't get to meet her; she was up in New Jersey still. So Mama Lawrence, definitely shout out to her. But Ryan actually was going to be at the camp anyway, at the exposure camp anyway. And that was out in Vegas, and both of them got a chance to do something that actually I think took their games to another level, and I can explain a little bit. Nick just got a chance to play against some real top level competition, and I mean he's from Florida, won state championships in Florida, so the boy can play. He knows the game, and end up going to a smaller college in the Northeast, and hadn't been anywhere past Philadelphia. He just told me that, like, when I met him, like, man, I've never been west of Philadelphia. And I was like, yo, that is crazy. And then he made it all the way out to Vegas, man. Took 2 flights. It was like a 8-hour trip out to Vegas, man. But, immediately got to go to the camp and play against some guys that, some high level, some guys that have been playing professionally, some guys that, were older, a little bit more mature, a little bit more experienced, and he said that, it took his game to another level, and he could see, I talked to him afterward, he said he could see, what he had to do to get to that level. And, Ryan is kind of the same story, but even a little bit, on a different level. Ryan got a chance to work out, at Impact out in Vegas with my boy Joe Abunasar. Shout out to Joe. Been training pros and everything since I can remember, since I played back in the NBA. Trained superstars like Kevin Garnett and Tayshaun Prince and Chauncey Billups and Al Harrington and Baron Davis and guys like that. And Ryan got an opportunity actually to train with some guys that were going to the draft, like some top level draft guys. And Ryan also comes from a small school, kind of a late bloomer, just kind of really came into his own towards the end of his college career, and got a chance to see what it takes to be on that level. And even when I talked to Ryan after the camp, he said, man, I didn't even know what it was like, or I didn't even know I could compete at this level. And now I know I can, but I see how hard that these guys work, and I see what it takes for me to stay on this level, and ever since the camp, I've been thinking about it, a lot of the things, that Nick and Ryan were telling me, and like going through that experience with them every day. I saw them every single day, and really just getting a feel, like for the way that their attitudes changed and the way that their confidence changed. I could see these guys get more and more confident over the matter of a few days. And that's what it's all about, really. It's just like exposing yourself to new things incessantly. Just all the time, just, keeping an open mind and exposing yourself to all these great opportunities that's around you, and, I can tell you a little bit about myself, how that's helped me when I played. And even after I played, being able to go into a different, the same industry, but, just a different side of it, the business side of basketball. And when I played, I remember, I tell this story a lot when I first went to Europe from the NBA, and, the chip on my shoulder that I had and the attitude that I had. And, one of my old vets sat me down and said, listen, man, you gotta bring it every night, or, you're not going to be here that long. And I came to appreciate the fact, one, I appreciate him telling me that, because my career would have been over quick. But two, I didn't really think about it that much until just a few days ago, like how that actually helped me take my game to another level. And even though I was playing in Europe and not in the NBA, I was getting older, but I was having a better career. And it was just from being able to be exposed to a different situation, but also, just having the culture shock of like, whoa, it's not as easy as I thought. It's not as easy as like, just showing up and thinking I'm going to, score 30 and 20, and that's going to be the end of it. Then I'm just going to, like not even break a sweat and then just roll out, with the peace sign, like, yeah, give me this check. It was nothing like that. I had to work, but it made me a better player. And, I was in Europe for a few years, and then I went to the Middle East, and then, I kind of had the same, mentality when I left Europe and went to the Middle East. I was like, oh, okay. I'm definitely going to like kill this league. I don't even really know half the players here. Like, I've never heard of most of the guys here. I'm definitely going to, destroy this league. And that is not what happened. The first place I played in Iran, and I played for Mahram, which is one of the best organizations that I ever played for. That's the NBA, Europe, anywhere. That was definitely one of the best organizations. And, I remember almost not making it through that season. Like, when I first got there, the coach wasn't really rolling with me like that. I wasn't bringing it like that. And he was kind of like, we might need to bring somebody else in. And this is me with, I had an NBA resume and a EuroLeague resume. This is like the best league and the second best league in the world. And I almost was about to get cut in Iran. And, I had to, fortunately, I didn't need anybody to tell me. I knew that I was underachieving, and I had to really turn it up. And what it did was it helped me take my game. Both of those instances helped me take my game to a new level. And all it comes down to is just being exposed to different environments, being exposed to new environments, and having new challenges that kept me sharp. And that's exactly what it was. Like, year in and year out, from the moment I left the NBA, I kept getting better and better and better and having a better career. And then it got to the end of my career when I was, 39, 38, 39. Well, how was I? Yeah, I was about 38, 39. I think, like, my last year playing. And the last year I played, like, I had made first team all league and, first team all region and first team all Gulf Cup and all these just amazing and, accomplishments that there's no way that a 38 or a 39-year-old should have had all that, and it was only because I worked ridiculously hard. I knew that every 22, every 23, every 24-year-old was trying to kick my ass as soon as I walked on the floor. So, like, I had to throw the first punch, basically. I had to, like, play 110% better just to evenly match these guys. They were young. They had the young legs, the fresh legs, and, everything. And I had to just go above and beyond that just to even like to be matched with him evenly. And I was fortunate enough to be able to have some decent accolades, like on my way out. And I appreciate all of it, but I know what it was. It wasn't my talent. It wasn't my, I had no athleticism at the end of my career. I was way more experienced than most of the guys I was playing against, but it was just me having all of those challenges up until that point and knowing exactly what it took at that point. And then after I retired, it was the same kind of thing. I started a basketball academy, and I was like, oh, it's going to be easy. I've been playing basketball for 30 years. It's going to be nothing, whatever. It was not like that at all. It was like one of the hardest things I ever did. And, it took 2 years for it to actually get up and running and start doing well. And I suspect it's going to be the same kind of thing with my agency. It's been taking months and months and months for it to really start rolling. And now it's starting to roll, and I'm fortunate enough for that, but we got a long way to go. I mean, I'm like nowhere near where I want to be at and where I think that it will end up. But, I know that these new challenges and every single day, even today I woke up and I thought I was going to, have a kind of carefree day and, some shit hit the fan early, and it was like for 8 hours I was dealing with it. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, stay being, or keep yourself being exposed to new challenges and to different environments. I heard somebody say that you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and it took me a while to really understand that, but now I get it. You just have to constantly challenge and push yourself to new heights. You can't ever get complacent. Never think that like, yeah, I made it. Because once you think that, yeah, you made it, that next person that's behind you is trying to take everything you got. If you a step above them on the ladder, they right there, right at your heels. As soon as you become complacent and stop going up, then they gonna start going up, and you're gonna start going down. So just continue to expose yourself to new and different things. And, if you keep doing that, then there's no way. I mean, you're going to force yourself to continually be better. For sure. I know that 100%. Well, y'all stay fortunate and be blessed.
I don't take days off, do I? When my number is called, I don't take plays off, do I? I'ma always give you 20 and 10, no matter how much you wanna pretend that I ain't clutch with it. I don't do the load management, maybe I can handle it. When the heat is on, I can manage it. I'm kinda like James Harden's career, I can walk whenever I feel, and that's fact.